Okay, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. I've been gone for a while. I already did Gotcha Yakuta like a couple of weeks ago. So, there is a few, not a lot, just a few. Um, this is one of them, which is the anime I was watching on High Dive. And the other ones are all on Crunchyroll. Don't want to name that right now. But there's a few. There's a few. I'm looking at 4 or 5 to a certain extent. And I'm going to try to get to them. But this is this one first. When I watched on High Dive, this one is, I'm not going to lie, a lot of people dropped this show. Of course, I didn't. Dusk Beyond the End of the World. Now, at first, I did a first impressions on this way back. And I think I gave it like an 8.5. The first 2 episodes, 3-ish maybe, not too bad. Some good action, some good animation, some good music. When you get past episode 3, boom, complete nosedive. And I'm the good kind. Now, I should mention, the show from episode 4 all the way to episode 10 feels like Akira's trying to go out with a robot. That's what it is, the whole AI thing. Because, let me give you into the whole synopsis, which I already did, but I figured I'd do it again. After waking from a long cryogenic sleep, high school student Akira Himagami finds himself in a world he no longer recognizes. The city lies in ruin from war. Society is now governed by an organization called Owl, and traditional marriage has been replaced by a new system known as Elsie. As Akira struggles to comprehend this drastically changed future, a familiar face appears before him, Yagure, who bears a strong resemblance to his girlfriend, Tawasa. To his shock, Yagure smiles, generally in response, Akira, please marry me. Confused by her sudden proposal, Akira agrees to travel with Yagure, holding on to the hope that somewhere in this world the real Tawasa is still alive. Along their journey, they encounter the evolving forms of love in this new era and reflects on what their bond truly means. Mal has it as a 6.50. The reason being, it's a lot of incest. Oh, well, not really. Well, to an extent. To an extent, there is. But it's only really one couple, give or take a few. And the rest is just these weird, throughout that whole span I just said. Episode 4 all the way to episode 10, it's all gobbledygook, seeing this person, seeing that person, different relationships, different this. Things don't really get into high gear until, this is probably the only spoiler I'm going to mention about this show, until they go with this guy. I forgot his name. Who, by the way, is a not to be trusted. Forgot his name. Let me look him up. And basically, at that point, they go with this guy, and he takes them to, I believe, a library? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just try to find his name. Yokorata. So Yokorata takes them to the library or some of the sort, and basically Akira finds some details regarding his sister. That is all I can tell you. Now, episode 10 is where they encounter this library or so and so forth, and they get on a train and they go forward, and a major plot twist happens at the end of episode 10 into 11. I can't tell you what the plot twist is. It's earth shattering. And when I first saw it, I was like, but it does make sense. Because if you think about the plot and the fact that basically I think they revealed to him he was in cryo sleep for 200 years, it makes sense. However, I in very well good conscience cannot give this a high rating. Even though things were explained to me, even though it seemed all hunky-dory, at the same time, the things that are revealed are pretty, really stupid. Like, really stupid. The things that Akira's would-be lover, Tawasa, did are mind-numbingly stupid. To the point where, yeah, I don't think we should do AI. But regardless, this reveal explains things in episode 11, and we get off episode 12 and 13 on a really high note. There's a climactic battle. Things happen. We get some answers here and there. And then it ends on a positive note. That being said, based on what I found out in episode 11 with his lover, Akira's lover, Tawasa, what she did, to everything that was before it, I, in good conscience, cannot give this anything more than a 7. I am being very generous. I mean this. A lot of people who watch this show dropped it. They dropped it. They dropped it like a sack of bricks. Like, pronto. Because once you get past episode 3, things get weird. Things get very stupid. But once you go through, if you can go through the series, and you can get to episode 11, episode 11 basically tells you the whole kit and caboodle. But once again, it's like, you got to go through so much shit to get an explanation. To get an explanation of the plot, the narrative, what the hell this show is trying to teach us, that whole business. But this show could have ended terribly. Really terribly. But after I've gone through it throughout what I have, okay. But still, I can't in all conscience give this any higher than a 7. I should be giving it a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10. But I'm being generous only because the animation was good, the music was good, and the fight scenes were pretty damn good. So, and unlike other animes, this does wrap up. They do wrap it up to a point where you can say, okay, that's not bad. All right. But that's all I got for you guys for here. I'll try to, this weekend, I'll go back to work. No, I don't go to work again on Tuesday. So I'll try to wrap up some more stuff review-wise on the weekend. And there's a few animes. It's not a lot. It's This Monster Wants to Eat Me, The Assassin Stronger Than the Hero, The Cook, the fire, the campfire anime, all of this, So yeah, I got a few to do. But that's all I got for you guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Listen, this show is, if you watch all the way to episode 11, once you hit episode 11, you're like, oh shit, that's what happened? What the frick? And you see, the show made me realize Akira's lover, Tawasa, for being really smart, she does things really stupid. But, hey, that's the way it is. This is Bankai 922. Tell me, guys, this is Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, AI. This was not a good idea. PA works. Don't make any more like this, please. Please. I'll see you guys later.